featuring Sidney Crosby and Tage Thompson. You're going to look at the Bros family and friends. 20 people here to support Tristan Bros as we're underway for the Pens and Sabres. It's certainly one of the best threats in the Sabres arsenal as Letang motors in. He'll throw it on net, saved by Luukkonen. Trying to handle that bouncing puck. Jack Quinn moves away from Mantha, over to Zucker. Up top, a shot from Dahlin is blocked aside by Jarry. It's the first shot he's seen. And he top to Letang, quickly across Koivunen, right back to Hayes. Shoot, save Luukkonen. Dahlin had it knocked off his stick by Hayes. Heinen in front, and Luukkonen will cover with Novak lurking.
Thompson, we talked to Dan Mewes this morning about the Buffalo Sabres. First thing came to mind was how they counterattack.
Russ skate the stick. His pass pinballs off the body to the neutral zone. And Timmins turns it over. Sabres are changing here. Here comes Dumba. Looking to shoot. He scores! Matt Dumba, his first in Pittsburgh black and gold, opens up the scoring in this one. And the Penguins lead it.
Well, what a bonus that is right there to get a goal from a defenseman that's known for his physicality. And it was a turnover by Buffalo, and then a line change by the Sabres. And then this is a puck that has eyes for the white twine as it hits the stick of Byron and just goes in.
Yeah, he can bring it when he lets it rip.
Yeah.
There's Beck Mallenstein back in, a shot off the pad of Jarry.
It's important they enter the competition, even though they're NHL veterans. They go into the competition with the rest of them and trying to earn a chance to get called up.
Mantha coming in, a shot's handled by Luukkonen.
As a guy that's really come along here in the last bit. He hadn't played a lot of hockey going into this season, so he's been a guy. It's been nice to see his progress, and obviously everyone's excited about Rudd. He's missed a good chunk of the season.
Dan Mewes was pretty pointed at what he had to say after the game. I'm curious now, you've seen him a quarter of the year after going through the process of hiring him. His Penguins had a chance here. Hayes almost put him up a deuce.
I think you're seeing a little bit of that emotion from him, and he's been as advertised as a coach. He comes in every day.
He's had the Penguins playing pretty well overall.
Yeah, I think so. I think the standard is high, and you don't get to the National Hockey League without being extremely competitive, and Dan's competitive. And I always had friends and family in town, not being too far down from Toronto. And
that's a great point, yeah.
Didn't want my dad to be mad at me for a bad night, so had to make sure I played well. But he's come in, he's looked comfortable here in the first period. We're happy to have him back, and like any time when a guy comes out, it's a testament to our development staff, our strength staff, and getting guys back so they can come in and perform when they do get back.
Matt Dumba has a veteran defensive play by Penguins defenseman. He's doing it on both ends of the ice.
Malkin holding to the slot, fires, kick saved by Luukkonen.
Down the goal. Here's Evgeny Malkin. What a pump fake that was. That's called an ankle breaker right there.
Rolled off his stick deeper into the Sabre zone. Lazat hunts it down. Back down low to Heinen. In front, Koponen, backhander is robbed by Luukkonen.
The issue on the forecheck. Heinen to Koponen. From the goal line, tries to go forehand, backhand. Samuelsson hit Koponen right into his own goaltender.
Dancing back in is Karlsson. The Heinen loads up. A shot is stopped by Luukkonen, and he pounces on the rebound. At Fenway Park.
Yeah.
A little homage
good call,
to that team.
Good catch.
If that looked familiar to anyone out there, as Crosby fires and a save made by Luukkonen.
Here's Sidney Crosby as he wins that faceoff and then goes kind of quiet. That soft spot in the slot.
Came over together from Toronto at the deadline. And Timmins was shipped to Buffalo for Connor Clifton. Loose puck in front, and Zucker is robbed by Jarry in tight.
Just a second shot for Buffalo in this period.
Here's Byram to Timmins. Throws it back up top, though, and Byram leaves it in the slot. McLeod to Timmins. Shoots off the post. Hit the outside of the post. Over the attacking line. Here's Thompson. He can shoot. Fires. Blocked by Waterspoon. Back in front. Jarry answers the rebound from Thompson.
Oh, that was laser focused around the throat area. And then here's Thompson. Go a little forehand, backhand. And again, Tristan Jarry.
Dahlin after it there. Across here. It's Samuelsson and a blocker save by Jarry.
They're doing a good job of boxing out and letting Tristan Jarry see these shots.
Another centering pass deflects off the stick. Dahlin on the perimeter. Back to the point. Krebs has taken that spot. Sends it across, Samuelsson throws it in front, deflected wide. Samuelsson again up top, Dahlin, one-timer and a save by Jarry. Samuelsson again, back to Dahlin, hopped off his stick, Penguins tired bodies, Mantha's on a 2-minute shift. As that deflects wide, there is Mantha. Krebs shot wide of the net, deflects to the corner, Krebs gets it back, feeds it up top, Samuelsson steps in, his shot misses the cage.
The shooting gallery here, and the Penguins are exhausted.
Samuelsson again, fires, blocked in front, cleared to safety by Shea. Mantha's just trying to suck some air as he gets it out of his own end.
Yeah, that puck came up and hit Krebs right in the throat. He sprinted down the runway into the Buffalo roof.
Back in come the Sabres, and Oslin's chance to flex away in front. Knocked past him though, it's Oslin. Down low, Benson works out, Timmins a shot, Jarry moves over and stops him.
Time.
Robbie, in that Eastern Conference final against Rhode Island, you score the lone goal. Eric shut that door down the rest of the way. Tristan Jarry, speaking of, shuts the door right there on Alex Tuch. You get a goal that's pretty important to your team.
You know, your conditions that you play in, the arena you play in, and all the things that Tuffy does to make sure that you guys are well taken care of.
Just awesome to be here tonight to celebrate this win with them.
Here comes Josh Doan dancing in around Graves, couldn't get the shot off. Well, you mentioned that you're from Upper St. Clair. 5 here in the third. Here's Byram. Back to the point, passing over to McLeod, across into the slot, a shot, they score! And they were pushing, and the Sabres are rewarded. Jack Quinn ties the game for Buffalo.
I don't think any of us are that surprised. Sabres are even to score. They have just rolled up their sleeves and went to work, and you know, Jack Quinn's one of those players, he's never saw a shot he didn't like, and again, lots of traffic in front of Tristan Jarry. He's trying to battle through it, and Koponen maybe got lulled into some sense of security there. Lost his man Quinn.
Here's Shea, a shot, save made by Lukin and hops right back in front. Rust has it, turns, fires, block, gets it back, still has it, scores! Brian Rust! The puck followed him and went to the back of the net. And the response from the Rusty Razor has the Penguins back in front.
The Rust Dash is alive and well. This is where it all started. The shot by Ryan Shea kind of set the dominoes in motion. And that's what happens when a shot on goal happens. You get it to the net. It's not always the shot on goal, it's what happens after. And Brian Rust just would not be denied. It looked like the puck was going to roll off his stick, but he stuck with it. And again, is he trying to score there? And now, this game has opened up. Here we go again.
Mantha gallops ahead for Letang. Save Luukkonen. Here's Zucker ahead, and it's knocked down. Letang springs Lizotte, and he can move. Blake Lizotte drops it. Koponen, save made by Luukkonen. Up the wall, Malkin, nice play to get it to Wotherspoon, and then it comes to Carlson. He'll throw it, looking back for Malkin, deflects off the Sabre to center. Carlson, over the attacking line, throws it in front, they score! Kevin Hayes is first of the year, and the Penguins get some insurance.
What a gorgeous pass by Erik Karlsson. Erik Karlsson at the pocket watch, out just lulling everybody to sleep, and then sends a bullet backdoor pass. That is pinpoint accuracy, and all Big Hazy had to do was get heavy on the stick and just pop it into the goal. What a huge play.
Doan out to center, Oslin picks it up there. Sabres have won 2 straight entering this game, and here comes Samuelsson, robbed by Jarry.
I want a big save from your goaltender. You just got it right there.
Bouncing puck corralled here by McLeod. Feeds it across, Samuelsson shot, and a save made by Jarry. The rebound comes right back into the blue paint. Crosby a chance to clear, Samuelsson to keep. Comes back down low, Zucker in front, they score! What a setup! Zucker to Quinn, his second of the night. Don't go anywhere, it's 3-2.
It's this line again. And it's that combination again. Nothing fancy here, Josh. They just go to work. And this puck escapes Erik Karlsson. Karlsson thought he was going to pick it up, but when it went to Zucker, and there's Quinn in that soft spot just away from Parker Wotherspoon. And what a release.
With the extra skater on. The centering pass, Jarry robs Zucker.
Oh, what a save by Tristan Jarry in the back door.
Answers Thompson. Oh, Tristan Jarry's best two stops just happened. Heinen, incredible effort. Dewar's got a chance to ice it. He scores!
By Tristan Jarry on the doorstep. That one there too.
The game action gave them everything they needed.
A little more acrobatic on that one. How about the effort by Danton Heinen to get it up to Connor Dewar to seal the deal? But none of that happens.
Is going to gobble up a 2-point party on 5th Avenue. Happy Thanksgiving, Penguins fans. Pittsburgh takes it 4-2.